It's been over 2 months since I got my Flip 5, so it's about time I start customizing it, because honestly, I've been procrastinating about doing it. Since I'm going with Anya theme, my lavender case just won't go well with it, so I decided to get this new pink glitter case, which I'll link down below. It looks really simple but elegant at the same time, so that's why I chose it. It would have been better though if it had a ring and the volume buttons were covered. Honestly, I didn't realize how useful having the ring is until I tried a case that didn't have it, but overall, I would say the case does look pretty cute. Let's start with customizing the cover screen. I'm gonna first change the wallpaper. What's nice about choosing wallpaper for Flex Window is that I can just use like a desktop wallpaper or a squared image like this and it would fit really nicely. And before applying it, I'm gonna also change the clock style and shift it to the right so it doesn't actually look weird when it's covering Anya, and it would be easier for me to see this time and date that way. I can also change the font. I like the bold one because I don't want to be staring at my screen for too long, just see what time it is. It looks really cute, but at the same time simple, which is really nice. One of my favorite things about Flip 5 is the launcher widget in the Good Luck app. It's just so nice how I can do so much on Flex Window, like playing different games, messaging, and all of that. But depending on the game, I would say it's kinda tricky, because the controls are smaller and obviously the screen is too. But I would say it's refreshing, and kind of feels like I have a newer version of a retro console. For the home screen, I'm gonna first start with changing the wallpaper. One thing I have to say though, if the wallpaper isn't HD, it's just not as satisfying. So if you're customizing your phone, look for HD quality because it does make all the difference. One other thing I also do when I change the wallpaper is rearrange my apps so that it doesn't cover the main part of the image. Most of the time, I take longer to find the right wallpaper because I always look for the one that would have space like on top in this case, so I can just push all the apps to the top and I don't have to compromise the main part of the wallpaper, and it would look more aesthetic than just kind of stacking apps with no clear direction. To add some cute widgets, I downloaded two apps. The first one is Theme Kit, which is where I got my GIF from. It does have a lot of options for themes and icons too. I would say it's a nice option to have a quick customization, but I like to have an aesthetic and simpler look, so that's why I don't really use them. The second app is Themes. I only got the calendar widget from it, and it's similar to the other app, but also has different collection. This is my first time using Wonderland, and honestly, I really like it because I can add some moving elements to my wallpaper to make it look more interesting. And I can also control how it shows up, like with changing the direction and size, which is really cool. Now let's get to the lock screen. For the notifications, I like to set it to icons only so that it would look more minimalist. And also, it's good privacy-wise because I would actually have to tap it to show the details. For the clock style, I'll customize it through clock face. To add more contrast for the time, I'll choose a bold font and I'll choose the color white so it's easier for me to see the time and date. And I can also add an image or a GIF, but I'm just gonna skip that. I'll also set up the star icon through Naughty Star. I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing it right. What's really useful about this feature is that it will have all my notifications there, even if I cleared it out previously. And it also has this search bar if I was looking for like a specific notification, which saves a lot of time. Since I'm done adding and changing all these stuff, I'm gonna change the theme through Theme Park. Since my current wallpaper is already there, I'm just gonna set it up and choose pink with dark mode. Which will change the color of most of the settings in a lot of the apps I use, like messages, phone. For the keyboard, I'm gonna have to change it separately. I don't want it to be all in pink since the keyboard almost takes half of the screen, so I just don't want it to be too bright. And in this case, I'm just gonna add like a little bit of pink. This is my favorite feature, which is customizing all my icons. I can just kind of change the shape, the color, and size. And what I really like about it is that it only changes the color of the icons, not necessarily the icon's logo, like some of the other third-party apps. The volume panel already changed with the theme, so I'm just gonna leave it as it is. Another thing I wanted to show you is how to customize the navigation bar, which is more like a subtle change, but I like how it just adds this playful vibe that can match the overall theme. It already has pre-existing styles. My favorite one is this cat design because it's just so adorable. I can also double tap the dot in the left if I want to hide it or keep it. The last thing I'll be changing is the task changer layout in Home Up, and I'm just gonna change it to task. Good Luck has so much more to it, and honestly there are so many options to change a lot of things. So one thing I do every now and then is just kind of trying different features and seeing what it does. So if you have Good Luck, just kind of play around with it and have fun, because there is a lot that can be done, and it's really cool because it can really reflect your persona and the way you want it to be. Also, comment below and tell me what's your favorite feature on Good Luck. The last thing I want to enable in Labs is Flex Mode, because it will actually let me use the phone if it's slightly unfolded and it's on a surface. Like when I set it on my mat and I need to follow a workout on YouTube, which is really helpful. That is it for now. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe, and tell me your thoughts in the comments. See you later.